No. Hey, check. The mic is on. What's up? What's going down, boys and girls? Look at Big Feist is already on here. So we got the MX tips. What's going down? Trent, what's up? We were just texting, dude. Big Bird, what up? Big Feist. Brian, what up? Warner, what up? Yeah, man, I was trying to do a post right now on Facebook. I don't know what's wrong with my Facebook, but it's locked up. I haven't been able to post on it. I haven't even been able to check it. It's been just seized up. So I don't know if I need to delete the app and re-upload it or what, but I'm stuck on Facebook trying to put out a post, tell everybody to jump on here. But not getting anywhere tonight with that. So I don't know what the deal is. But what's going down? How's you guys' week been? Everybody doing good? We got Danny B jumping in the spot. What up? Well, thank everybody for being here. KS, what up? All the way down from Australia. What's going down? She got a question already. But hey, couple quick announcements before, man, I didn't bring a water. Is Mel, you watching? Can you bring me a water, please? If you're watching, I forgot to grab one. My mouth's already dry. A couple quick announcements before we jump into this. We were trying to plan on doing the next class on May 29th here in the Midwest, but obviously if you're out in this area, it's raining like crazy right now, and it's supposed to rain for like 2 weeks straight, and we've already got, I believe, we're on day 2 of the 14-day rain stretch, and someone told me we've already got 6 inches, which that sounds like a lot in one day. So the May 29th class doesn't look good because the track that I was going to do it at said can't do it there now. And then the other track that I have access to, they had to cancel their race last weekend because of the rain. And they're like, we're going to try to do it this weekend, but we might not be able to do it this weekend because there's more rain coming. So they want to leave that last weekend of the month open just in case they need it. So they're like, we can't promise you the track right now. So at this point, with the rain, the mud, and not having a guaranteed track, I'm just going to probably scratch it. I'm not even going to try to do the 29th class. And I'm going to just postpone. I'm glad I got my May class in because I originally was going to do the 29th, and then I snuck one in. I believe it was like May 1st. Brian was out there. We got that one in, so at least we got a class in May, because if I would have postponed it and did the late May class, we would have got rained out, and that was the reason why we took the last class on short notice, basically did a post like 5 days before class, and I don't normally do that. I like to give people time so people can make plans and make the trip out here. So what I'm shooting for is the way my schedule is looking right now. I'm going to be at the Oklahoma FCA motocross camp June 7th through the 11th. If you guys want to come out there, it's a week-long camp. I'm only going to be there this year for 2.5 days. But they bring in multiple coaches. It's a Christian motocross camp, FCA. It's called Fellowship Christian Athletes, but put on by great people. I've been working with them for throughout my whole career, and I've been at that Oklahoma camp, I think, every year since we moved to the Midwest. So that's June 7th through the 11th. You can go to fcamx.org if you would like. Did you give me a water? You were watching. Hey, thank you.
Plastic causes cancer.
Uh-oh. No, it doesn't like plastic. It causes cancer. We'll talk about that later. She's really into the clean lifestyle. Live Well with Mel. That's her program. So fcamx.org is the website. If you guys are in any of these areas, come out to that camp. Like I said, I'll be there. I'm getting it. So I got to leave Sunday. I'll be there coaching Monday, Tuesday, and half of Wednesday. And then I got to leave Wednesday night to drive home because we have to clean everything up on Thursday, change from the truck to the car, pack everything, and then me, Mally, and Mel are headed to Colorado to hang out with Mel's family. They're doing a little family reunion that they wanted to do last year, but obviously with COVID, her family couldn't get together. So we're doing it this year. So Trey Kennard will be out there. Like I said, they bring in multiple coaches. There'll probably be 6-7 coaches. It's at Robbie Smith's MX training camp. He's another good coach. And I'm going to be speaking Monday night at the chapel service, and Trey's going to be speaking on Tuesday night. And then the pastor will pick it up from there, and they're going to have open questions. So like a panel, we sit down every night where we get to answer questions. So good times and a good place to be if you can squeeze it in your schedule. And I don't know if B-Dub is up in here, but We need to work out V-Dub's bike situation because I'm hopefully going to be able to deliver he bought my 18, so I'm hopefully can deliver it to him at that camp. But that is the reason why the first week of June and the second week of June is not available. So the first available weekend that I have, because I'll be getting back the weekend of, like, it'll be like the third weekend when we're getting back in town. I'm going to do the class I'm just putting the date out now, and hopefully we get good weather, but I'm looking for June 26th. And my goal, I'm going to shoot to do it at Grand Valley, as long as they don't have a race on it. Like, I haven't even checked with these guys yet. It's too far out. They would be like, yo, we don't even know what we're doing in May yet. So there's no way you're going to be able to tell me if the track's available June 26th. But I'm going to drop this date. This is how I did it last year. I'll put my dates out, and I would kind of, as it got closer, figure out what track was going to let me do it. But I know if Grand Valley's not available, there's a private track in Hillsdale that I've been wanting to do a class at since I rode that track, and the owner's super cool. And so basically we'll go for Grand Valley, and if that doesn't work out, we'll land in the Hillsdale track. Or maybe we just pick the Hillsdale track to begin with and do something different, because it is a fun track. So this is up on the website now. Put it up on the website today, June 26th. You can just go to ronniefeistmx.com. There's all the info, and that'll be another semi-private class. So that'll take us all the way to the end of June. What else we got going? Yeah, so then we're going to be here. I got a project I'm working on all of July. I was going to try to do a little traveling in July, but now I've been working on some stuff, and I can't even tell you guys yet. I'm super excited about it, but I got to hold you till I get closer to it's done. But that might take up our month of July, and then Big Feist is coming out here in August. So looking forward to hanging out with Big Feist. That's going to be good. And also, here we go. Yo, you guys, how many guys watch football? This is one thing I want to do tonight, because I already see tons of questions popping up. But before I jump in and answer all your guys' questions, because I feel like you guys are always asking me. I'm going to ask you guys some questions tonight too. So I got like 3-4 questions for you guys before I jump in. But how many guys watch football? You guys football fans? Anyone? Or are you guys strictly dirt bikes? Because I'll be honest with you, I played football growing up, but then I got so much into dirt bikes, I didn't really pay attention to football. And when you live in Temecula, California, you don't really have a football team. You got San Diego is probably the closest, but still. Never really watched it till I moved here to Kansas City, and then I started watching football. And obviously, KC's got a really good team, really good quarterback. Heck, can you not like... Yeah, look at Brian. He said the Chiefs. How can you not like the Chiefs if you can't live in Kansas City and not like the Chiefs? Dude, team's too good. We got too good of a team. They're good. But anyway, me and Mel was always a football fan, but I became a football fan, and obviously we caught on to this thing because Mel likes to watch all the after, I don't even know what you call it, but the NFL like recap. They'll just talk about everything that's going on, and look, everybody's here. Chiefs, both. I'm so good. Hey. Denver Broncos. There you go. That was Mel's original teams. Trent saying Denver Broncos. But hey, I got respect for all professional sports and all the athletes out there. I think it's a lot of dedication no matter what you're doing. So I got respect for them. But anyway, we would watch these all the play reviews, and then we start catching on to this thing called toe drag swag. You guys know about the toe drag swag in the NFL? I just got to make sure I take up the first one. So if you don't know about toe drag swag, let me get here's a little toe drag swag for you if you didn't know. So basically, when these dudes coming in the end zone and they got to do the crazy catch, they got to make sure they get both feet down and drag them before they go out of bounds. They call that toe drag swag. So we're like, hey, if toe drag swag is going to be a thing in NFL, well then, hey, RFMX got to come out with something called the bar drag swag. And we got our boy, the one and only Danger Boy here with a little bar drag swag. Check him out. Just getting really sick with it. Is this not a sick photo? So we're going to get down, lock it here for a second. And we're going to just take a look at this. Is this not sick or what? All right. Here's another question for you guys. Told you I got a couple questions. How many guys think he wrote out of this? Or do you think this was just for the shot? Because sometimes, let's be honest, sometimes you just got to get the shot. Do you think he wrote out of this? But anyway, because we're saying, hey, bar drag swag's a thing. We're making it a thing here. NFL's going toe drag swag. Well, guess what? RFMX is going bar drag swag. Woo! Here's one of our new tees. Should be dropping this week, and it is official. You took the photos, look pretty similar. Maybe you can guess who is model on the shirt for us. But we got R from X, made in the USA, and this is wrong here, 1989. So the official shirt says 1988, and I feel weird. There we go. I want to see you guys. Hey. So, and it's funny because basically, obviously, I'm born and raised in USA. That's where we get this from. 1988. We got to figure R from X isn't just Ronnie Faisst Motocross School. R from X is my personal brand. This is me from the time I started my amateur career, my pro racing career, freestyle career, all the way to my coaching career, if you want to call it a career, all the way to coaching. The R from X is one big journey of motocross and riding, and I believe it. So the first race was 1988. So we had to make a change. They put 89 on there. And I basically had to hit up Big Feist, and I had to hit Warner up. I was texting Warner because me and Warner grew up racing together. And he started racing the week before me. So he raced 1 week before me. So I knew he knew. I'm like, yo, what year did we start racing? And it's funny because we all had different. I forget who got it right, but I believe Warner thought it was 1987. And either Big Feist or me thought it was 88 or 89. Obviously, maybe I thought it was 89 because I told the guy and he put it on the shirt. And I think Big Feist was like, yo, it was 88 because he had the trophies at his house. He still has my original trophies from my first races. So he went out in the garage, looked at the trophies and said, yo, you start racing in 1988. So we made a little change to the shirt. So here, that'll say 1988. So that's the little story behind it. And we're making bar drag swag a thing. So we got to get some photos. We got to get some photos of the boys just dragging bars. So we need to get some sand shots because it's easier to do it in the sand, let's be honest. Let me get this down for a second. So T-shirt be out this week, available at ronniefeistsmx.com. But I was flipping through. I'm like, do I even got any photos of me doing any bar? And I think you got to set out, if you're going to do the bar drag swag photo, you gotta just, it's gotta be like you're going for it. Like, and I was looking, I couldn't find it. This is the closest thing I found. I mean, I got a little gap here, but this ain't bad. But look at the terrain difference here. We're talking about just a rut. This is here in the Midwest. This is when I first moved here, one of my buddy's house. So, but I think in like sand for sure, you can bang them out easy. But even in ruts that I got the right angle to them, you can get a little bar drag swag. So I'm gonna be that's going to be a goal of mine. Get a cool photo dragging some bars. So if you guys get sick photos dragging bars, tag me in, man. Let's make this thing a thing, bar drag swag. And we'll all start posting it up on the pages and put it on my story and stuff. So anyway, that's one of the 2 new tees coming out. We got another one coming out in a couple weeks, but that one's dropping really soon. And other than that, last thing I want to mention, before I jump into that, give Mel a shout out. Like I said, she's all about her essentials oils. She's been like this she's always been in the non-toxic living and wellness and all this, but she's doing her own thing now. She has her own Instagram page. It's called Live Well with Mel, and now she has she had her own website, but now she has a link on her website where if you go to her website, it's just modestlymel.com, and you hit the little wellness tab, and it takes you through. You can learn more and learn all this stuff. All natural, non-toxic lifestyle. That's what she's all about. She was a vegan for a long time. I've probably been a bad influence and have her eat meat again. But hey, I tried it. I did it for a couple months, and I think it's good to do it for a couple months, but I like my meat and like my steaks, so I always kind of go back to eating meats, but it's good to get in and out. But she's been on this oil kick, and I'm not going to tell you guys the whole story, but she had a skin issue and look for a healthy way to heal it versus using over-the-counter medical drugs and all the toxic stuff that the doctors give you. And she found essential oils that helped her. So she brought them in the house, and if you ever come to my house these days, if anyone ever shows up at my house, it smells like spa in here. We got the diffusers blowing. It smells good. We got the diffusers blowing oil, but she has oils for everything. And obviously, I've never really used oils, I'm a dude. You know how dudes are. We're moto dudes, Our hands are usually dry, you know what I'm saying? We should put lotion on, but we don't. Our hands get all crusty and jacked up. our feet get jacked up, heels start cracking. You got athlete's foot because you ride all the time. You got your sweaty socks on. It's how it is. Part of being a moto dude. We're just like that. But I've been adopting some of her stuff because obviously I live with her. I mentioned this before. She makes she started making everything. She makes our soap, our dish soap, our hand soap. We have, everything's non-toxic now. We have toothpaste and mouthwash that's all natural, everything. No words that you can't pronounce that cause skin cancer and tumors and all this stuff. But anyway, I'm going to give a shout out to her and this stuff she got me hooked on. I've been on this stuff for probably almost 2 months now. It's called Nisha. I don't know if you guys ever tried this stuff, but dude, this stuff is good. And it's some type of, it's a supplement, but it's a superfood. It's called wolfberry supplement. And it has essential oils in it. But anyway, I've been on this basically it's just a little sample. We buy these big bottles of them. But dude, this stuff's pretty good. I've been doing it for like 2 months, a month and a half, 2 months. I do a 2-ounce shot in the morning, and I quit coffee too. Hey, 2 weeks in, going on my 3rd week, quit coffee. And this is one of the things. That's what I always say. Try to take, like, if you have a bad habit, try to replace it with a good habit. And that's what we did. Mel, she still hasn't quit yet. It's a little bit more of a struggle for her to quit coffee than me. But this was one of the reasons we ordered this drink. We were like, hey, let's find something that we can do in the morning versus drinking a cup of coffee. Let's get some Nisha. Let's try this. But this is some kind of Chinese stuff. And hey, I'm a fan. I like it. I've been on it, and I'm digging it. So if you guys ever want to try it, like I said, you can try some of it on Mel's page. She has it. But there's a whole bunch of other stuff. And another thing, and like I said, I went riding on Thursday night at Kingsville. Now, I'll be honest with you, I don't ride as much as I should. So when I come back from riding, by the time it takes me about 45 minutes to get to the track. By the time I get home from the track and get out the truck, I'm already limping. I'm already walking like I'm like 80 years old just on a 45-minute drive home. And I'm stiff. And it usually takes me like 2 days to kind of like loosen up, you know? And I came back and I was jacked up. My knees were hurting, my back was hurting, and my calf, pulled my calf. And of course, Mel has like oil for everything. She's like, hey, let me try. So that's what I'm saying. She starts putting her little oils on me. And she's been doing this. Like, let me try this. Oh, I got a stuffed up nose. Oh, let me put this oil on it. Oh, I got a headache. Oh, you need to put this. So I'm like the guinea pig. But I've been like, okay, it's working. Because I put whatever it was. I don't even know what type of oil it was, but I'm gonna find out all the oils and share them with you guys, because I'm not gonna tell you anything unless I've tried it and I know it works and it helped. If it worked for me and it helped, then I'll share it with you. Otherwise, I'm not gonna get on here and talk about some oils that I've never tried. But anyway, she hooked me up and gave me some oils, and I'm not even lying. I put the oils on my calf, my knees, and my stuff, and then I went to the hot tub at the gym, soaked in it, came back the next day, did it again, and dude, 100%, no pains. Feeling right back ready to rip again. So I thought it worked good. So, but here we came up with this idea. So like I said, I'm adopting into her little oil deal because it's working. Hey, if it works, I'm down. But we're thinking about this. We're like, hey, if there's oils for all these, and like I said, if there's all these different oils for muscle cramps, for muscle spasms, for muscle relaxation, all this stuff. Like, think about it when you go to a day spa. Like, what do you think they're rubbing on you? Like, they're putting oils on, but it's all essential oils. That's why it has that smell in the air. Like, it's probably not the best smell to walk around and smell like frankincense and mint, because that's. I have a piece of cancer. I have a cancer on my shoulder. I need to get it cut out, but that's what she's been putting on my cancer. Frankincense, like a little skin cancer. So I smell like frankincense on this side. My calf smells like mint and some other deal, but. We're putting together this thing, and I'm gonna test it first before I share it. If it works, I'll share it with you. If it don't work, I'm gonna tell you I tried it and it didn't work, or we'll see. But why can't we come up with something that could potentially reduce arm pump? So that's my goal, is to try. She's doing her research on all the oils, and then I'm like the weird scientist mixing up the oil contraption. I'm going to get my little oils together, and I'm going to show up at the track, and I'm going to be rubbing down the forearms. I'm going to go out there and ride. Let's just see. Let's see if it helps, because it helped my calf. It helped my back. Like, the headache thing today, like, it took time to go away. Like, I'm the type of dude, like, I had a headache, and she's like, oh, let me put this oil on. I'm like, I want instant relief. Like, that's why I'm like, I got a headache. Like, I'll take, 4 ibuprofen, get my 800 milligrams, and it's gone in 30 minutes, And it went away, but it took time. It didn't go as fast as like if you take medication, but that's the thing. What is it? Is it better to not take all the toxic stuff and take the natural stuff and let it ease away slowly so it's probably better. You just, got to deal with the headache a little bit longer. But anyway, so I'll keep you guys posted because that is on my list to come up and try to find something that might help us out. Because I feel like that's one thing that we all deal with is getting arm pump. I know I do. So let's see if we can find something out. Other than that, we have the Outdoor Nationals coming up here in 2 weeks. And let's give a shout out to DBK. Twitch called me yesterday. They're the title sponsor of both Fox Nationals. There's one coming up May 29th. It's the opening one. And then I don't think it's the last national of the year, but I know it's in September. He said it's the one at the end of the year. So they got two nationals at Fox Raceway, and something happened in the title sponsor fell through. And Twitch was able to jump on it and get that. So, hey, shout out to the DBK crew because that's big. Going to get a lot of press out of that. And Twitch was really excited about that. So I'm stoked for him to nail that. So looking forward to that. I was like, I made me want to fly out to California and watch the National. But got too much going on right now. Maybe I can make the one in September. So, excuse me. So good. Yeah, good for him. All right. So we're going to jump into the questions here. But like I said, I got a couple questions for you guys since the Nationals are coming up right around the corner. And let's hear. I'm going to scroll to the bottom of the comments so I can see new comments coming in. Who are your picks? Who are your picks for the outdoors? Who are your picks? 250, 450 for the outdoors. And does anyone know if Roxon's riding? Is he riding in the outdoors? So that's a 2-for-1. 2-for-1 question. Let's see what's popping up in the chat. I want to interact with you guys more. I feel like I'm always scrolling past it's fun to get in here and read your guys' stuff. You guys are in here having your own party, dude. I'm over here just jibber-jabbering. So Cooper Webb, Sky's saying Cooper Webb. Ken, so all right, so maybe Mixed Ticks is saying Ken. Moran's, Trent's going Moran's. Moran's, hey, he got good starts, dude. He definitely got good starts. Who else? Is my stuff not working for Webb for the next 10 years? Sky, he's going Webb. All right, well, hey, we got Webb. It looks like Ken and Moran's are our picks here for tonight. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to go with some underdogs for the 450. I'm thinking, hey, Dan, let's see. We got Mayo saying Jet Lawrence and Cooper Webb. Dan is saying Malcolm. Malcolm would be cool. Osborne. Yeah, that's a good one there. Ryan said Osborne because, dude, Osborne's good on outdoors. You know that. Some dudes are just better at outdoors than they are at Supercross, and I think he's someone who shines outside. So here, Sky's saying Sexton, and that was one of my picks. Like, I don't know if he's going to win the championship, but I think he's going to be a lot bigger of a contender than I think we saw him last year, because I was expecting him to be farther up last year, but I feel like, I don't know, it's first year, rookie year, a little bit hard for him. But my other pick, who potentially maybe he could win a championship. I like going for the underdogs. I don't want to pick the dude who probably will win. I want to see someone else win. Like, so let's get someone new out there. I'm going with Cincerello, the 9. I think Sexton and Cincerello are my 450 picks. Dude, Thrasher, here we go. Key's saying Thrasher for 250. Hey, I think that Thrasher's got a lot of skills, and I think the Lawrence brothers. So I'm feeling all you guys on that. Yeah, look, Ryan's saying Cincerello, Eli. I think you can never count Eli out. Mixed tips. Yeah, AC, because Eli is just a beast outdoors. So I think we're gonna see a lot. Yeah, but I don't have a 250 picked yet. I'm gonna cheat and watch the first round, but I still think the Lawrence brothers are gonna be up there. There's just too many good. That's just too many good guys. Like, there's like so many good guys. I'm like, I can't narrow it down yet. I was like trying to think about it. Now Warner's saying he's not a fan of Osborne, but he's gonna be a contender. Yeah. I definitely think he's there. When he's on, he's on. He's got it. All right, so the second question is, obviously, we got your favorite rider. What tracks are you looking for or looking forward to watching? And I pulled up the schedule here because I want to just rattle them off to you just in case you guys aren't I'm sure you're familiar, a lot of these. But here's the schedule. I didn't have time to upload it on the screen, but we got Fox Raceway, Thunder Valley, which is Colorado, Lakewood, High Point Nationals, Mount Morris, Pennsylvania, Southwick, Redbud, Spring Creek, that's Millville, Washougal, Unadilla, Budds Creek, Ironman is Indiana, and then Fox Raceway, and then Hangtown. So Hangtown is the last one of the year. So that's up in Northern California. So what tracks are you guys looking forward to watching, and what are your favorite tracks? Let's see. So Thunder Valley, Faulkner in the 250. There you go. I would never count Faulkner out. He was just out here riding. I seen somebody posting. He's a local boy. He grew up right here in Missouri. I think like 45 minutes, an hour from where I live. And he was out at the local track this week. I seen people posting pics at Green Valley of him. So pretty cool. Have somebody like that out here ripping. Unadilla. See, that was one of my picks. Unadilla was one of mine. You can't like when you look at the list, there's just certain tracks on here that are just classic, like outdoor tracks that have been in the game for so many years. You're like, and the cool thing is I got to race a lot of these tracks too, even as an amateur growing up. Warner raced a lot of these tracks. But my picks would be the old school ones. I'm not going to tell them all yet. I want to Spring Creek. Tommy Shea saying Spring Creek. Dude, that's a good one. Yeah, Unadilla was my first pick, and I've seen a lot of people saying that. Yeah, Warner saying Anderson be up there. I like Anderson. I almost wrote his name down. I was like Sexton, and then I started thinking about AC, and I started thinking about Anderson, and I was like, I feel like AC is like, I've been seeing posts of him riding lately. He just looks on point. And I'm like, you know what? He's got championship blood in him. It just needs to put it together. So let's see. Fox Raceway, Redbud, Mayo saying Fox, and Hangtown. Yeah, these are all good. I'm gonna just give you my list real quick. But Unadilla was I'm going with all the ones that I've pretty much been around. But Unadilla is my first pick. Budds Creek. Budds Creek was one of my favorite tracks growing up racing. And we got to race Unadilla a ton. And then my third one was Southwick. We got to race all those. And but they're just like classic national tracks, been in the game forever. And I always look forward to watching those ones. Sometimes like when they get like a new one on there, I'm like, wait, where's that track at? Like, wait, there's a national where? Because you're like, how come it ain't at so-and-so no more? Yeah, like Iron Man. You're like, wait, Indiana? But no, that one's been there before, but I'm just saying, hasn't been around as long as the other one. So one more question. We had where's the last one at? I got my little notes here I scratched on here. Okay, this is another one, because I want your thoughts on this. What do you guys think of the Supercross indoor stadium versus the Speedway style? Daytona has been like that forever. And it's usually always been just Daytona that had the outdoor style, Speedway style, Supercross, whatever you want to call it. But this year we had Atlanta. So what are your thoughts, and what do you think? What do you guys prefer watching? Stadium, and I'm just going to say versus Speedway. Speedway style meaning outdoor style Supercross. What do you think? Let's hear it from you guys. Mine must be delayed. Is it delayed here? Because I don't see responses. I know what I prefer. And I didn't want to tell you guys until I started reading some of yours. Why you guys are slow. Speedway. Okay, Mayo says Speedway is better. Okay, so here we go. We got Speedway from Mayo, 315. What else? Who else? Little red butt action here from Ryan Rich. Yeah, so Warner saying they need to bring Broome and Lake Sugar Tree back in the game. People remember Lake Sugar Tree? That was in Virginia. That's where Gary Bailey Motocross School was. And Broome, Tioga was a New York track. Broome, Tioga, we got to race there a ton growing up. Speedway is better. Trent likes to mix. Sky saying TV. Wait, if I'm watching on TV, Speedway is better. But if I'm there, that's a good way. That's a good way to answer that question, Sky. I'm feeling you on that one. I was going at the same thing. I think they're both sick. But I was looking at it as a spectator. If I was a spectator spending money on a ticket, the stadium's a better show. So I would prefer that if I was gonna go buy tickets and watch Supercross. Just because I think you get to see more. I think it's you get to see more. You get to see the whole track. You don't miss any part of the race. When it gets like you go to Daytona or anything, when it gets spread out like that, you can only kind of see. It's kind of like the outdoors. You get where you're at, and that's it. So I don't think it's a bad thing. I think it's cool. Like I said, or like Sky said, watching on TV is great for both. But I got to go with the stadium if I'm gonna be get myself a ticket. And I think it's just the classic style. It was kind of cool having that one a year. So I don't know if they'll bring in more. It was kind of that Daytona was only that one race a year that was super gnarly, outdoor style, Supercross. And now you're seeing more of it. So maybe we'll see 50-50. Who knows? Maybe it'll start bringing more in. Definitely steps up the game, huh? Because it gets rough out there. But anyway, all right. So that's all. A couple questions I wanted to hit you guys with. So now I'm going to scroll way back in time. Probably. And hopefully I have enough time. We got 30 minutes. 30 minutes, and I'm going to try to get through your guys' questions. If you're new here, we'll put up your question marks in around your question so I can find it outside of the comments. KS has a question here, and I'm not. It says, are you aware that the Krusty Demons media outlets relentlessly mock Seth after his near-fatal crash and that they are still doing it to this day? What are your thoughts? I never knew that. Huh. I don't think that's good that anybody mocks Seth for anything. Did your question not come up? Why did your question not come up? Oh, there it is. Sorry. I was wondering why. I got to look over top of this thing. I can't see my screen. But I didn't know that, and I think that's weak that anybody mocks Seth for anything because Seth's a good dude, and he's been a part of the Krusty crew since the very beginning. And I don't know why anybody would mock him after he crashed because that's pretty gnarly. So I don't agree with mocking anybody. I'm not a hater. I get along with everybody. It's way easier in life to be cool with everybody than walk around and have a chip on your shoulder. All right, let's get Liam up here. Oh, how's it going? It's going good, brother. Attack position. Question mark. What's the question though? Attack position. I love the attack position. Are you asking me what is the attack position? Or do I agree with it? Throw up another question and mix tips and let me know what you're asking about the attack position, and I'll get you a good answer. Let's get Tommy Shea here. And if I miss your question by any means, throw it back up. Tommy Shea, he says, have you ever seen the flex bar that prevent arm pump? He said they are fire. So I think I know I have seen them. Have I tried them though? That's the thing. I don't think I've tried them. I've never have. I know what you're talking about. So there you go. Some people might want to try the flex bar. It might help with a little bit of arm pump. Yeah. Because didn't they think like when the like I mean I'm going way back. Remember when Pro Taper first came out with their style bar that didn't have the traditional crossbar going across. That was supposed to help a little bit because that bar was supposed to get more flex, which it does. That bar for sure gets more flex than a standard bar. But I tried both style bars, and I ride with a Pro Taper. But I feel like I can ride with the other bar and it doesn't bother me as well because I've rode. The Pro Taper makes both. But I remember when I was racing speed and style, I was using a traditional style with a crossbar on it versus the style that I have on my bike right now. And I can kind of jump back and forth. It didn't really bother me. And neither of those bars prevented arm pump for me. But I didn't try the one that he's talking about where basically there's on each side, you'll see them. They got a little rubber mount and they flex. So maybe it does help. It's one of those things. You don't know till you try it. You just got to go out there and test. And if it works for you, great. If it doesn't, it's all good. It's worth a shot. All right. We got Jess Hunt here. He says, what do you think about the 350s? Let me get a drink. I think the 350s are a perfect in-between bike. If you ride a 250 and you feel like you want a little bit more, but you ride a 450 and you think, hey, this is too aggressive, then you get to go with the 350 for sure. To me, they feel like a fast 250 because you have to ride the 350 more like you ride a 250. Because I got a chance to ride one a couple. It was last year. It was last year, out in Cali. And the first lap around the track, I was at Fox Raceway. I pretty much came up short on everything because I try to ride it like my 450, and you can't ride it like 450 because it's not. It's not a 450. It doesn't have that low like raw that just gets you over everything. You got to ride. You got to keep it up. So I think it's super fun bike to ride. Perfect in between bike, but I do love the 450. Just feels good to jump everything with just a little crack of the throttle. Wow. Jump everything on the track. Nice and easy. All right, we got Liam here. He says, hey, Faisst, can you check your DMs from me? I always check my DMs. When did you hit me out, dude? You're going to send a new one. All right. Send me a new one, brother. I thought you were, like, hitting me up this week because I was looking at DMs. And I didn't see any new ones, but send me one. Make sure I don't miss it. We got Chen here. All right. All right, so look at Jess up here again. He says, dope tracks in Oklahoma have you been to? I haven't actually. The only tracks that I've been to Oklahoma so far are Robbie Smith's training facility. It's where I'm going here in a couple weeks for the camp. I haven't made that many trips, but I know Oklahoma has good tracks, and I know people on here know what the good Oklahoma tracks are because Brian and all you guys that are from the Midwest, you guys know. So Phil and Jess, that's what this little community is about. I don't know all the answers to all the questions, but there's people in here that come here that do know. And I just was talking to someone about Oklahoma tracks the other day, and they told me 2 tracks to go, and I just can't remember their names off the top of my head. But they are good. And I know Brian, maybe Brian knows. Brian, what's the good Oklahoma tracks? Hook our boy up. All right. I'm reading comments here. Bar drag swag is a for sure thing. That's what I'm saying. I gotta get a photo, dude. I gotta get a cool photo to post. Can't have the t-shirt without the photo. But you gotta make it intentional. You're not just bar dragging for fun. It's like, hey, watch this. I'm gonna because you're probably gonna crash. But just get the shot, make me look cool. Look at Big Faisst at the NFL, the National Felon League. Oh, the light's a little bright on me, huh? All right. Mel was in there jacking with my stuff. That's too funny. He wrote out. So someone's saying he wrote out. That was talking about the picture of Danger Boy. All right, here we go. How to cure knee pain. Hey, I'm going to give a little plug. I have knee pain all the time, and I learned just to, let my knees warm. You know how you wake up in the morning, your knees just hurt, or you get on a flight and you go to get off, your knees hurt, or you, like I said, you go riding, you come home, go to get out the truck, and your knees hurt. I've been dealing with it for years now because of just knee injuries, knee surgeries, and femur surgeries. They put my rod through my knee when they did my femur. So my knees ache. I like the hot tub. That's one of my things. I go Sundays. I kind of do my hot tub day at the gym. Go out and just soak it up. But like I said, I'm trying these oils. My wife is like, you need to use these natural oils to take away pain. Don't go rub icy hot or all this other toxic crap on your body. There's natural things and natural ways of herbs and stuff that God created things. There's a better alternative than putting stuff in your body that's gonna, down the road cause cancers and tumors. So I'm trying out the oils, and like I said, I was just trying all different types out this past week, and I felt like within 2 days, I felt like seriously no pain. Like the calf strain that I blew my calf out, it was super tight, nothing, back to normal. Like I was ready to go 100% again. So like I said, I'm gonna keep testing out all these oils, and then if I feel like I believe in some of them, I'm gonna hey, here's a couple oils, try these, and I'll let you know because I can't remember the names of them. But that's where I'm going. I'm using that right now. I've been through the ibuprofen thing, but I try not to. I don't want to do it. I don't want to get in the habit of eating ibuprofen all the time. You eat out your liver and kidneys and all that. I don't want to do that. So I don't go that direction. I'd tough it out and just deal with the pain versus eating. I don't take any type of pain pills, but if I was to take, if something was bothering me a ton and I had to go to ibuprofen, I do 800 milligrams ibuprofen, but I don't try to make that a habit by any means. Try to stay away from all that stuff. All right. Let's see here. Looking for the next question. All right, I have. So Trent's saying I've heard Kawasaki isn't signing Eli Tomac. Have you heard that too? Yeah. So the rumor is, or the truth is Eli's on Yamaha. So that is what we've heard. And if anybody's heard different, let me know, because that's the last I heard, that he was going to Yamaha. Which I think he was going to rip on Yamaha. I feel like Eli's just that good. It doesn't matter what he gets on. He'll be he'll be a contender on any bike. Can you check your DMs? Also, yeah. All right, I'm going to check my DMs, and he's got the priest at the church watching my videos. Sweet. So, people might be wondering what videos is Ronnie Mel. We have another YouTube page called Ronnie Mel, and we share the Christian faith. So if that's something you're into or want to check out, visit ronniemel.com or check us out here on YouTube, Instagram. You can find us everywhere. But that's cool. Hey, that's the thing. We make these videos, so use them. Use them as a tool. If you don't know how to share your faith and don't know how to answer a question, or someone, say, hey, my buddy has a YouTube page. It's got a lot of information on it about God. Come check it out. Send them over and let them check it. That's what we try to create it, so we had places that people can get started. So we got Kenny Gust here, my homie from Australia. He says, what up? He says, the other day I seen a clip of Taka doing a double flip and noticed that he takes both his feet off the pegs. Just wondering if you knew why he does that, and the other guys hook their feet under the pegs. So let's see. So Taka's basically, when he's doing a double flip, his feet are coming off the pegs, and Kenny's saying when he sees other guys doing them, they put their feet under the pegs. Now, the reason why people put their feet under the pegs is they hold you on the bike. A lot of times, that's what we did when we did no-handed flips. Is talked about this before. We do a flip, move your feet from the foot pegs, lock them underneath the pegs, hold you on the bike, so that way when you take your hands off, you're kind of locked. Instead of, you're locked. You basically feel like you're hanging on by your toes, but you have something to pinch against and feel like you're holding on. So I would just think that some of the guys are probably doing that on the double flips, maybe because they're spinning so fast that they just want to be locked in. And then Taka's feet it's probably Taka's feet are coming off. That's probably why I would assume it's probably why maybe some of the other, I don't know. I've never done a double flip, so I can't give you the full reason why they're doing it. Never asked somebody, but my thought would be maybe the other dudes were having the same issue Taka's doing, where they're spinning. So think about the rotation of a double flip. It's going to be spinning fast. So it's probably pulling them off the bike like you see Taka, and it's probably scary. They're probably like, whoa, I feel like I'm going to float off. If they lock in underneath the pegs, they feel more secure, kind of like you're going to do a no-handed flip. You're like, I feel like I'm safe here. So I would think it's just a safe place for the guys to stay on the bike. But Taka could potentially, are both his feet coming off or only one? Because what Taka could be doing, he could be locking because another thing they would do, we would lock our foot under the shifter. So you'd come in, put it in first, shift a second, and then leave your foot under the shifter. And that also held, and some people did no-handed flips like that with just one under. I didn't feel balanced like that. I only did that for knack flips, one-handed cam flips, one-handed. I only did that for when I was swinging my leg around, I would lock my shifter foot under. But Taka might be putting one under and then just spinning, you're seeing his other foot lift. But I would definitely say it's for security is probably why people are doing that. Probably feels I would feel it's probably safer spinning at that speed, But good observation. That's good. I'm gonna have to watch because I never noticed that. I just saw someone do a double flip the other day on Instagram. I think it was the Australian dude. Gosh, why can't I think of his name right now? Follow him on Insta, and he rips him nonstop. Sheeny. He's got the double flip down like butter. He can do them all day. And I just saw him do a post. But now I'm going to go back, and I'm going to watch his feet, and I'm going to see if he is doing that. I liked it. I love looking at photos, videos, and studying what guys are doing. It's always good. Learn from everybody. All right, so we got Howard here. Make sure I don't miss something. We got Howard say, hey, Ronnie and Mel and everyone else. Sorry I missed the last 2 Moto Mondays. Busy working. Hey, welcome back, Howard. All good. No worries. We're glad you're back. Let's see. Yeah, I know people get busy, so don't get bummed if you got to work and got to do what you got to do. It's all good. We're going to be here week after week, so Just jump back in when you can. Let's see. Oh, wait, I got that one. All right. Did I miss anybody's? Wait, so here we go. Mixed Tip is saying how to stay in it. Wait, so what was the first question? What was the first question? Does anyone remember? Oh, my God, my brain. What was it? Oh, attack position. Thank you. We're glad you're here. Thank you for listening. Mel's listening in another room. Thank God. All right, so attack position. How to stay in the attack position. I feel like you're going to have to move in and out of the attack position, obviously, but it should be like your, what do I want to say? Like go to. You should always go back to it. So if I'm here, arms up and out, heads forward, balls at the feet, legs close to the bike, hips rotated back or butt back, and I'm here, I'm going to stay here and ride, but then I'm going to have to, I'm not going to be like this the whole track. You know what I'm saying? I got to be loose. So I'm going to come in the corner, I might move a little bit. Loose arms. I always say like keep that strong legs with loose arms, but return back to this. It's just always and then come back. It's just kind of like your set position, go-to position. It's like you got to be loose. You can't just go like here's attack and then we're going to ride the whole track and just be stiff guy around the track. You got to be able to move with the bike, you know. I'm not super picky. Like my coach is really picky about the elbows being up. Always don't let it drop below the bar. But I watch so many guys these days that it might drop below the bar, but then they return. So like have the ability to be loose with your arms, move with the bike. If it drops down for a second, just let it come back. So I would just work on a good way to just stay in it. If I don't know what level of riding you're at right now, but I work with probably beginners the most and novice riders. And I just tell my guys, hey, just don't worry about speed right now. Slow down for a second and focus on your form and just ride slow. Maybe just set up a couple cones, do a cone drill and just go maybe like attack braking, sit down, good corner position and work corner drills, work circle drills, work braking drills, but try to work the muscle so you can take your old style, bad habit, replace it with a good habit. Because it takes time. Like I can get my guys to go like this and then second, they're not watching or they're honest. I watch them go right back to here, and then I get them back up, and then they'll go back. And then it takes time. They know like, oh yeah, I gotta keep my arms up, gotta stay here, and then they'll kind of go back to the where like a beginner style L look, just kind of sitting up on the bike, and then I like to use like hand signal. I'll like wiggle my elbows, like, hey, get your elbows up. And then they see me and they're like pop their elbows up, and it takes time. You got to work the muscle. So just give it time. And the more repetition, the more you can ride around mimicking that movement and staying in that position, eventually it'll start to stay. But don't be rigid, guy. Don't let yourself move on the bike and let the bike move under you. The bike is supposed to move away from you and move towards you. Let the bike, if you just death grip and just, dude, you're going to pump up in 2 seconds and riding is not going to be real fun. It's going to feel like you're fighting the bike. You got to let the bike move. Let it come to you. Let it go away from you. Flow with it. Find you got to learn how to ride relaxed. The more relaxed you can be, the more fluid and the more fun that you start to find that flow, and it just becomes fun around the track. Relax. But it takes time. I feel like a lot of beginners want to muscle the bike, tense. They get in the rut and you gotta chill. Let the bike settle in the rut. All right, we got Adam here with a super chat. Good looking out, Adam. Good to see you here. Thank you for being here week after week. He said, what up? Where's V-Dub? I know. We don't know where V-Dub is. Now, I know his mom has been sick. I know all of you guys have known that. They've been here for months. So I know he's been spending a lot of time with his mom in the hospital. But hopefully V-Dub, I think he was back with us last week. He kicked it last week, but I don't know if he's in here this week. But hopefully I see him here in the next 2 weeks or so, because I got to drop a bike off to him. So hopefully I bump into him. But hey, thanks again for being here. Thank all you guys for being here, man. I know this is our little online community, and we've been doing this for months. And I get to know you guys. I've recognized the names, so I know you guys are here week after week. So hey, shout out to you guys for being here. Otherwise, I would just talk to myself if you guys weren't here. Pray for good weather in New York, please. So Mick Tips needs some good weather in New York. All right. Lord, bring the good weather to New York in the name of Jesus. Send the sunshine. Amen. All right. Hey, I want some good weather. Hey, can you pray for us here in the Midwest? Because it's raining like buckets on my head out here. I need some good weather. I need some sun so I can go out there and ride. All right, we got Frankie here. He says, no question here, but I love my 350. It feels so light through the turns, way more nimble because I feel the doesn't work against you as much, the inertia. So Frankie's saying he loves his 350, feels a little bit lighter and doesn't feel like he's fighting the bike as much. So I would agree. It does feel a little bit lighter. So good. It's a great bike. I don't think anyone would be bummed. Like I said, if you think the 450 is too much for you, but you think the 250 is maybe not what you're looking for, then the 350 all day. Can't go wrong. Jannenbergs, thank you. So this is one of the tracks. So see, this is why we got Moto community here online, so we can help each other out. BNA Chase Bird. Is this my homie Chase Bird from Instagram? The BNA's throwing me off. But anyway, Jannenbergs. So that's one of them. That's one of them. And there's another one that someone else told me, not just Jannenbergs. And it had like 3 initials, I believe. It was like IPM or something like that. So if someone knows what the other one is, and they said that, why is this not going down? They said that one was super, super sweet. Oklahoma Motorsports Complex. So here's Brian is saying another one. So OMC, or maybe that was it. OMC. That could have been it. OMC, Oklahoma Motor. Yep, that could have been it because it was like 3. So, all right. So these are the 2 I think I heard about. Oklahoma Motor Complex, what they called it, OMC. I haven't been there, but I heard it's awesome. And then Jannenbergs. Gosh. Here we go. DMs on Insta. I've sent you another. All right. So DK, DMs on Insta. I've set a few. Where at? Are Ronnie Faisst or Ronnie and Mel? I'll look for you one. Send me on Ronnie Faisst because we got too many pages these days. We got the Ronnie Faisst page. We got the Mark page. We got the Ronnie and Mel page. We got Modestly Mel, and we got Living Well with Mel. So we got like 5 pages now. Lord help us. But yeah, I'll look for it. All right, you got Mayo. All right, so do you use CBDs for the knee pain or other pains? Okay, so here's the deal. I had Twitch. Obviously, everybody got into the whole CBD thing, and I had Twitch send me some. What's the company he rides for? I think he rides for the big company, CBDMD. I think that's the company he rides for. I had him send me some. They were just like a roll on. It basically, to me, it didn't do anything in my opinion. I'm like, that didn't work, and it just smelled like Bengay. It smelled like icy hot. To me, it just didn't seem very natural. It seemed, I don't know, it just seemed like it had toxins in it. But it didn't work for me. So, but I didn't try like the Chewies or all the other stuff. I only tried the rub on, and then that didn't work. And then Deegan sent me. He had a company he was riding for as well, and I'm trying to think how his was. Maybe Mel remembers. I can't remember, so long ago when I tried them. But anyway, I tried it. Maybe they improved their products by now because I've tried them when everyone first got all hyped on them, and I didn't really notice anything. Maybe it was a slight bit of relief, maybe. But I think this is what I think happened. I think there was so much hype around it that I was expecting to take it and it just take away the pain, and it didn't do that. So then I was like, oh, this don't work. So I think maybe I was just overhyping, being like expecting way more because it had such a buzz when all this stuff came out. So I don't, but I know that there is some oils that have CBDs in them that I haven't tried because like I said, we are talking about what oils could we try to use out on the motocross track, and we're gonna put them all to the test. And she said that they had some of those for pain, and I haven't tried those yet. So I will try them. And like I said, I'll only share with you what I believe in. This is why I shared the Nisha, because I'm a fan. This stuff tastes so good. I'm just hooked on it. I'm drinking this every morning. I'll tell you, if something's good, I'm gonna tell you. But it's not. I don't want to tell you something and hype you up on it, and then you go get it, and you're like, that didn't work. Feisst is full of crap. So I'm not gonna shoot you down. I'm not gonna tell you something that I don't believe in. But yes, but like I said, this is a long time ago. Maybe people have improved the products. Maybe CBDs maybe there's other, maybe the chewables, who knows? I just tried the little basic rub on and didn't notice much. So I kind of left it in my drawer in my bathroom. It's been sitting there ever since. All right, we got Anthony P here. He says, I'm 36 and my mind still goes blank. What? But still, I get the same feeling goes through your mind blank when you ride at your age. All right, so basically, do you still get the same feeling that your mind goes blank when you ride at your age? So does my mind go blank? It's funny, I was just talking about a little bit of this and about focusing and with a student of mine. And I can ride on autopilot. I think just because I've done it. You know how you drive a car? You just drive a car, but you're driving a car, but you ain't even there. You're thinking about 500 other things. I do the same thing with my dirt bike, and I don't think that's the smartest way to ride. No, it's not. Because you're here, but you're not here. You're autopilot. Like, everything's working. I'm riding clicking off laps, doing my thing, but I'm thinking about, like, oh, I got to do this and that. I got to take off the trash when I get home today. We don't want to do that. We want to be in the moment. So I don't necessarily go blank, but here we go. I can have my, like I said, I can be on autopilot where my mind's not in the moment, or I could just have it like wandered off. You ever just be in, like, how many guys do this? You get to lap 3 and you go, am I tired? And then your mind automatically starts wondering if you're tired. Do I have arm pump? Am I breathing? And then you start like asking yourself, and then all of a sudden you're like, oh man, I am tired. And then all of a sudden you go, and just fade out. That to me is a mental issue. That's not, you're bringing on, like, already starting to think instead of just being focused in the moment, focusing on what you want. And that's where you want to be. That's the thing. Think about when guys make mistakes when they get pressure. Why are they making mistakes when there's pressure on them? Because they're started thinking about the dude behind them. Dude's behind them. So now they've taken their mind off of what the moment they're in, and they're thinking about where the guy is behind them. Next thing you know, they make a mistake. Guy gets around them, they fall. It's the same thing. We make mistakes when you're not focused. You got to focus. But I do want to say this. I thought of this because I will say, didn't cross my mind at first, but I have went blank on freestyle tricks. We call them floaters, where you totally just lock up. And I've done this on flips. And it's not a good thing. Where you pick your trick, but then you go to do your trick and you totally just spaced it. Like, what trick am I totally didn't know what I'm doing, and you can start a trick and halfway through and don't know what you're doing and totally blow the trick, mess the trick up, crash the trip, forget the flip, think you're going to flip, but then forget the flip. We call that a floater. I've done that. So I guess I have went blank, to be honest with you. But more in freestyle than I think on the track. I think my struggle on the track would be more letting my mind wander or catching myself on autopilot and not staying in the moment. So I think it's just it's like anything. You have to focus. Like, I remember growing up as a martial artist, we would always have to do kata. And it's like they were always on you about, like, focus, like on every single movement, how to be direct focus. So it's like same thing on the dirt bike. You want to be in the moment every single part of the track and not let your mind get somewhere else. And there's things you can do. I know there's a lot of off the bike things you can do that train your mind. Like Ricky Carmichael, he'd do this thing with his trainer where they'd follow like balls, like to where it's like improving your like reaction time to like rhythm sections and how your body just reacts to like things. Just it's like an eye movement drill, but it's like training your mind. It's like muscle brain stuff. There's probably books on stuff out there that you could look into that and things that you can do to exercise your mind to make it stay focused for a longer period of time. And I know Ricky Carmichael did stuff like that with his trainer. Anyway, all right, let's get Adam here. How do you DM? What's a DM? So DM is a direct message on Instagram. Please give us a step-by-step because I have no idea. All right, so basically, if you go to my Instagram page, go to the profile page, you'll see just a little button that says message. And I don't think you have to follow someone, but you might not have to, but maybe you do. Not sure, but if you don't follow me, and then you can message me. And if you can message me and you don't want to follow me, then do it that way. I'm not 100% sure if you got to follow to message. But because I don't message anybody unless I follow them, I'm showing up at people's page. But anyway, That's a DM. So DM is a direct message, and it's on Instagram. So just go to the profile and look for the message tab. You should be good, Adam. Mixed tips. Not a question. Amateur. So that's his level. So you telling me your level? Amateur level. Good. Amateur's a good level. All right, so we got a super chat here from Anthony P. Thank you, brother, for being here. Thank you for the super chat. Appreciate you. Hey, we got Dan. I always think this says Dana Nicholson. Every time I see your name, we got Dan. Dan's been here many times. Hey, Dana Nicholson's on here from Krusty. So we got Dan Nicholson. He says, hey, guys, love from New Zealand. Hey, much love, dude. We love your country. I talked about it before. We got a lot of good times down there. All right, so this is our boy Jason. So a little shout out to Jason. So this is him. What up, brother? I wasn't sure because I'm like, wait, BNA threw me off. But then I saw Chase Bird, and there's only one Chase Bird that I know, and that's my buddy. So if you don't know the Chase Bird, you're going to be seeing more of the Chase Bird coming out because me and him are going to be doing some stuff together. So we are excited about what's to come. We're not telling nobody. We're just going to come out and start hitting you with some stuff. So we're excited. So this is Chase Bird. Follow him on YouTube. If you ain't following him, he's makes cool videos. So we're going to be filming some stuff. So we're excited. Content. Wait, we want content. All right. We got Trent. He says there's not racing at Glen Helen this year. Nope, I didn't see it on the schedule. So Glen Helen is off the schedule. I believe the only thing I saw in California is 2 rounds at Fox Raceway and then the last round at Hangtown. So, yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's kind of weird when, you know, those tracks have been around for a long time, all of a sudden aren't on the schedule. You're like, hey, what happened? Who knows? Maybe COVID jacked some stuff up. Yeah, see, Big Feist says none of the CBD works, all bull. Hey, there you go. See, other people, has anyone, let's get some feedback. Has anyone else tried it? Who else has tried it? What do you think? I felt like I overhyped it. Let's see. Super chat here from Monroe. What's up, my brother? Hooking it up. Hey, much love, Monroe. Monroe's another one here week after week. I don't think Monroe ever miss a Moto Monday. Bang, bang, bang. But hey, thanks for being here week after week. Thanks for the super chat love. Appreciate it. Ride in the moment. I like that. That's what I'm saying. Be in the moment. Don't let the brain drift. So easy sometimes. Especially, I feel like the longer you've been riding, sometimes it's hurry. I don't know. I just feel like I've been riding because I just know I've been riding for 30 plus years and I can find myself on autopilot. But for you, some of you beginners, here's another question for you guys. Do you guys struggle with that? Is it easy for a beginner to let the mind wander and find yourself on autopilot? Or is it easier for some of you guys to just kind of stay focused because everything's brand new and you want to make sure that you're doing stuff? What do you guys, some of you guys that are new to the sport, give us a little feedback because I can't go back 30 years. I can just tell you what I'm experiencing right now, and I do catch myself doing that, and I'm like, that's not good. Let's stay focused. Stay focused. You know what I'm saying? Stay in the game. All right, so where's Brian Deegan? Probably out riding or driving like some four-wheelers around the yard and having fun. He lives a nice life, huh? He's always doing something fun. So he did a live. So Tommy Shea said he did a live. Oh, I missed it. I didn't even know he did one. So he did a live last week from his shop. That's pretty cool because, he used to do them a bunch, and now he's not doing it as many as he used to. Oh, man, I didn't even realize that I'm already almost 5 minutes over to hey, man, sorry. I went over. I didn't realize it. Jibber jabber and talk your ear off on here. Hey, so thank you guys for being here. Thank you for all the questions. Sorry I went a little late, not too far over. I wasn't even paying attention. I was on a mission to get through all the questions, and I feel like I did. If I missed anybody's question, leave it in the comments. Hey, if you have not subscribed to the channel. If you liked what we do here, give us a thumbs up. Give us some love, and we'll be back here next week, same time, same place, 7 p.m. Central Time. And like I said before, thank you so much for coming and hanging out because I can't do live Q&As by myself. I need you guys. So I appreciate it, man. It's good having you guys here week after week. We'll see you guys next week. And let's see. We'll be 1 week away from the Nationals. So the week after that, we'll be talking some outdoor stuff. But until then, hey, guys, ride safe. Be blessed. I want to mention this real quick before I get off. Let's pray for Scotty Sheik because he's one of my good friends. And if you don't know him, dude, this guy's just an amazing dude. He's been in the motocross industry for years. He was a factory Honda rider from back east. So he was actually a guy I looked up to growing up. And he took a really bad crash. And I believe he has a broken neck. And just keep him in your prayers. Keep his whole family in his prayers. And just pray and believe for healing because we love him and just who he is and what he's been to our sport. So pray for Scotty, man. I love you guys. Be safe. See you next week. Much love. Peace out.